No. We were trying to obviously win the game, but we didn't do a very good job of it, and it was a tough one really. With the ball, we probably didn't start off great, but naturally, Bairstow and Roy are playing really nicely, and they put away everything and put us under a lot of pressure, and then I think we saw that at the halfway stage the wicket did change considerably, and we were able to then perhaps pull back what was looking like a much larger total, which was a good effort and a positive for us. But going into that second half, we just needed a couple of big partnerships, certainly from the top order, and it wasn't there. And by no means was it an easy surface to try and gain momentum, but at the same time it was important as a batting unit we were able to try and take the game to a position where you might give yourself a chance to win it, but we weren't able to do that. So moving forward, it is important that we try and learn as a group, individually as well, with some of the experiences we've had in the last week, and hopefully be better for it, hopefully for our next game. It's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, there was obviously a couple of run-outs and one down the leg side, which certainly isn't the best way to start things off in terms of a tough run chase. But, once again, the English bowlers put us under pressure, and I don't know whether that run-out came from that, but, it's one of those things, so you just sort of move on. But everybody coming in, trying to play their role as best they can is what's important, and today there were some glimpses, and it was great for the likes of Tom Latham to spend some time in the middle, and other guys spend brief moments as well. But we do need to try and take partnerships longer and deeper in terms of making them more significant. In some ways that kind of happens on its own. If you're in a knockout stage where it's a semi-final opportunity, we're certainly on the day anything can happen, and we know from our perspective that we haven't put out our best performance yet, and we know when we do, that without a doubt gives us the best chance of beating anybody. So it is important for us to perhaps have a couple of days away where we sort of have a bit of a break now. We still don't really know what's happening, do we? But if we're fortunate to be in a semi-final, then we do have a little bit of a break, and we need guys to come back together in terms of our first training and have that freshness to go out and play with the freedom that we know when we do, that does allow us to play our best cricket. So there's a few parts to it, but I think after round robin it does start fresh to a certain extent, because on the day anything can happen. I always miss Lockie, he's a good man. He's been outstanding throughout this whole tournament, and a real point of difference for us in terms of the way he complements our bowling attack, and coming in and bowling at 150 naturally is a great weapon to have. So did we miss him? Yes, he's been so successful in the last 8 games, but saying that, potentially hopefully in another game's time. So he should be fine. It's a fairly minor injury, sort of just a light hamstring thing, so he should be okay. We have a number of days between now and that game potentially.